Alright, this is two batteries. They're lithium-ion phosphate rechargeable batteries. They're basically a drop-in replacement for a lead-acid 12-volt battery. They have a BMS built in. These are from PhD Energy, and these are the PLR 12-volt 34PLs. And these guys are surplus. I got them from Battery Hookup. They cost $35 each, but with shipping it's basically $44 each. So I'm getting 13.04 volts and 13.17 volts on these two batteries. Single battery weight here is 10 pounds 2 ounces. I have these nice little fold-up integrated plastic handles. Dimensions just under 8 inches by about 5 1/4 by about 6 3/4, not counting the poles up here. And they have like car battery posts you can clamp to. They also come with these bolts that go in that you could put a ring terminal on. So I'm evaluating these guys for use for like ham radios, power UPS backups. Alright, I've just plugged it into a standard 15 amp battery charger. I put it on fast mode with just standard, lead acid chemistry. So we're just going to check the BMS operation here, make sure it turns off at the right time, that type of thing. Now it says it's 95% charged. I don't know how accurate the voltage detection for charge is on my thing here because that's a lithium-ion battery. We're just going to let it run until it turns off. Alright, this guy's still going at 95%. It's been going for a while, so it looks like the battery needed some charging. Alright, the voltage has gotten to the point where this guy says it's at 100% and it has stopped charging. After being fully charged by the lead-acid battery charger, the voltage on this battery is at 13.36 volts. Alright, according to the specifications, the BMS inside the battery will cut off at 11 volts, so I'm going down to 11.3 volts. It says it can do 30 amps. I'm only going to do 20 amps because I have a 250 watt limit on my discharger here, so that's about 250 watts at 12 volts. So we are going to discharge this battery at 20 amp rate. It's a pretty decent rate. It's not full 1C, but it's close. And we're just going to see how much capacity it actually has. Alright, looks like it's not having any real problem. It's giving me 19.3 amps, not a full 20 amps. Stepping up slightly here. And the voltage is sagging slightly, but not badly, 12.8 volts. That's pretty good voltage at a 20 amp draw. Alright, it's keeping track of the amp hours or milliamp hours provided. So far we have 380 milliamp hours or 0.38 amp hours. So hopefully by the time this thing runs down in about an hour, we'll figure out, how much capacity the battery actually has right now. Now, if the battery actually does cut off before 11 volts, or before 11.3 volts, which is when the discharger is programmed to cut off, the time-lapse camera will tell us where it stopped at. And in parallel, I am charging the second battery. Alright, 12.77 volts times 19.5 amps is basically the 250 watt limit on my discharger. As the voltage goes down, I fully expect that to reach the full 20 amp rate. Alright, we're about to flip over from milliamp hours to amp hours. And there we are at 10.02 amp hours. This guy will go up to 35 amp hours. The battery is rated at 34 and it was surplus, so they say 80 to 90% of its original capacity. So I'm expecting it to stop before it hits the 35 amp hour capacity. Alright, I'm glad I have the time-lapse camera because apparently the battery BMS shut things down before the cutoff voltage on the discharger happened. So at an average voltage of about 12.5 volts, that's 337 watt hours. That's about 80% of the rated capacity of the battery. Alright, after discharge, the battery is showing a resting voltage of 12.15. So I'm charging it back up from presumably empty. I have it going through a watt-hour counter, so we'll see how many watt-hours it takes to charge up. We are going through the inefficient charger there, but it'll give us an upper bound on the capacity of the battery. Alright, it took 470 watt-hours through the charger to recharge that battery. Alright. So the second battery is up to at least 23 12.3 amp hours. Voltage is still 12.5, so it's probably going to get up to that 27 mark like the first one. Alright, this one here is at 12.34 volts and 27.4 amp hours, so it is going just slightly longer than that guy there. Alright, the second battery made it to 31.85 amp hours, so that's significantly better than the first battery I tested. Alright, so 27 amp hours, 31 amp hours, not bad for surplus batteries.